Welcome back, my duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and it's Throwback Thursday, which means we're doing some Time Wizard format, um, and we're actually moved forward into the Yugi-Kaiba format. So, what that means is I need to show you guys my updated beatdown deck. Now, it's not exactly Soul Control, but it's basically Soul Control. And Soul Control is one of those decks that at the beginning of the set is going to just start utilizing awesome stuff. I think Soul Control really gets better at the end of the ban list once we get another set. And I don't remember what happened first. I don't remember if we got the, and I will learn this later. I'll put it in the comments for you, or no, I'll put it in the description. I don't remember which happened first. I don't remember if we got Metal Raiders first, or if we were given our first tournament pack. But so this deck is going to change. This is me still playing with just the first two starter decks in Legend of Blue Eyes. It's just, this is May 1st, 2002. So now I have to also use the restrictions list. So the main monster count doesn't really change too much. We're still running 3 Battle Locks because this is our beatdown 1700. 2 copies Judgment because tribute summons are still a thing. And he's the second best right now. 3 Lojins because he is hands down the best 4-star right now at 1800. 3 Neos because, again, ties with Battle Locks. Second best, 1700. Again, I'm trying to win, so you guys should too. 3 copies of Summoned Skull. Best single tribute monster in the game so far. And still the strongest one. And the reason I made that distinction is what was it? Pharaoh's Servant. We get Jinzo comes along. That's a whole thing. But Summoned Skull, good card. You guys will notice a stunning lack of the Man-Eater Bug because this has all been in alphabetical. But I will run 3 Walls of Illusion. And the reason I'll run 3 Walls of Illusion is because I would like my opponent to waste copies of Reinforcements. This is the first tactical decision. This is the first thing I'm trying to tell you guys. Reinforcements is now in full swing. It's not just some people are like, oh, cool, this trap card kind of makes my dude a little bigger. It is a huge thing now. Between that and using things like Wabaku, which again I tend to relegate more to my sideboard, just cause my playstyle just has me going for the quick removals. So this is my monster lineup, and again the Wall of Illusion. I'm either trying to set back your tribute summons, or I'm trying to get you to absolutely have to use Reinforcements to get over it. Moving into the spells. You play 2 card destruction, of course, because again, this is now limited. Helps us get through the deck a little bit quicker. We want to find our better options faster. Single Change of Heart, again, due to limit list. Single Dark Hole, due to limit list. Again, it helps us with tributes or breaking boards, so you're going to do it. 2 copies Dispel. Again, I will probably keep running 2 copies of this for a small while. And the reason is Swords. Swords of Revealing Light is a huge pain in the butt. And again, you get people that want to they say this in air quotes. They're like, this is my pro set. They're going to I'm going to pro set my Dark Hole real quick. And then my opponent's going to see me invest a lot or not a lot into the back row. So they're going to feel like they could just go ahead and summon a bunch of stuff. But it's like Dark Hole and Wabaku. And yeah, whatever. And then it's they do their turn. They summon up a bunch of stuff. You Wabaku, then you Dark Hole, and then you just maintain field advantage. It's fine. Next up, 3 copies Fisher. Fisher for me because of the whole Soul Exchange theory. So what happens in Soul Control a lot, and we'll get to this when we show you guys the Soul Exchange that we're running. They have to give up their battle phase when they do this. So again, yes, it is optimal that when you see your opponent have a face down defense, you don't want to flip it, so you can just tribute it, or you can change a heart, bring it over, and take a peek real quick. But you still have to give up your battle phase if you're using the Soul Exchange. So obviously you always want to tribute that monster because that's what the effect does. And this leads you to playing things like the Skull or the Judgment. And you have to freeze for the turn. Now, if you're my opponent and you just tribute it into a big dude, that's probably your only dude. I'm going to Fisher it. I'm going to go to my turn. If I need to, I'll summon Lajin, I'll attack your Neo, and then I'll Fisher it on second main, and I'll get rid of your Summon Skull that way. It does not matter to me. I do not always have to Battle Trick. Or board wipe. So again, sometimes just picking your moment with these. And again, these are easily swappable with the Wabaku, as is the D spells. So again, going into like games 2 and 3, you have some options. The single Monster Reborn, because again, tech. Single of the Pot of Greed and the Raigeki. Again, it's another board wipe. It's a draw 2. You're going to play what's obvious. I just got done talking to you guys about the Soul Exchange. And again, like if you were looking to build this thing on a budget, realistically, Pot of Greed, Raigeki, give me half a second. Okay, man. The Swords of Revealing Light would be the only other cards you'd have to buy outside of the starter decks. So again, this deck was like under $100 at that point. But again, Soul Exchange, target a monster the opponent controls this turn. If you tribute a monster, you must tribute that as though if you controlled it, you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. It's pretty good. But still, you'll run 2 Swords of Revealing Light. You won't always have the Soul Exchange. Sometimes you just want to flip them up and see if your opponent had the Man-Eater bug. It's just that simple. Bringing the rest of my deck in, it's 3 copies of Reinforcements, 3 copies of Trap Hole, because again, I like to get rid of the problems before they're problems, and then actually 1 copy of Ultimate Offering. It makes my deck 41 cards, but we do have Pot of Greed. It is early Yu-Gi-Oh! And Ultimate Offering does give you some crazy advantage. Now, the way this originally worked, because again, this is not the original printing of it, was only during your own turn. Both players could pay the 500 life points to normal summoner set an extra monster. But it was not originally during the opponent's battle phase. That is not how the original cards worked. So when we play, we will not be playing it like that until the errata took place. But this is it. If you guys wanted to put together an extra deck, it would just be called a fusion deck at this point. There were no real good options. At this point, there's nothing for you to fuse into with the cards in the deck. We do have an option or 2 coming up, but that requires us to play, like, I don't even remember what he's called right now. The Mystic Horseman Centaur card, plus Battle Ox equals Rabid Horseman, I believe. And then once Metal Raiders happens, Black Skull Dragon, a mix of the Red Eyes and the Summoned Skull, becomes a very possible threat. And I think it also takes over as the new highest attack value, and if it doesn't, it's Gate Guardian. But this is it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is sort of like a pre-Soul Control. I'm still just going to call this my Aggro deck. And again, we will show you some more decks as we go. So for now, you guys enjoy your day. Go out, do the stuff. Have a wonderful week. And we'll see you guys again later. Peace.